Martin Luther King tribute. Give yourselves a round of applause and thanks for being here, continuing to dream, to work to make sure we live out the goals and the objectives that Dr. King left for us. It's always a pleasure to be at my alma mater. St. Louis University helped shape my life in a way that I will forever be grateful to. And as a result of that gratitude and what we want to thank not only the faculty and staff and students, but also the Board of Trustees of the university, I would like for every representative of school to please stand so we can acknowledge you and thank you for your service and what you do for the community each and every day. Thank you for your leadership, your vision, your hard work. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you again for being with us, for spending time and giving all of the wisdom that you have accumulated over the years to the St. Louis community. I told her, and you all will be able to confirm this for me, that she has a ton of fans and supporters in St. Louis. Is that not accurate? There are 500 here today that love and appreciate and respect and admire what you have done. I just want to ask a few questions as we talk about where we are, where we have been, and where we need to go. And tell us about Trayvon. Can you share something about your life before this tragedy? What would you want us to know about your son?
First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to speak with you all. So about Trayvon, I'm just going to tell you that I'm just an average mom. Yes. I was working for Miami-Dade County Housing Agency at the time. I had been in my job for about 24 years. I had a house, a car, a bachelor's degree. You know, just a normal life as a mom with two young boys. And I was raising my boys. And I don't believe anything could have prepared me for what I was about to experience, for the tragedy, for the journey that I've gone through. So I wanted to tell you that as I went to work every day and came home and turned on the news like any other mom, I fussed at my kids about cleaning up their rooms, about haircuts and homework and everything that you all probably deal with your kids. Just nothing unusual, just an average mom. And so Trayvon was my youngest child. I have two boys. I have one in heaven, that's Trayvon, and I have one on earth, that's Jabbar, it's my oldest son. So he was very lovable, always like a smile, always like a hug. He had just started to come in his teenage years. And he had just turned 17 about 3 weeks before he was killed. And for Valentine's Day, I had got him some cologne. And I was just, just trying to do what was right. So I felt that, I used to take them on trips and different things like that. But he was just an average kid, nothing unusual.
Spelman said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. After we've enjoyed our eggs, bacon, coffee, potatoes, and fellowship, we must ask ourselves, what now? What next? What is my bold thing that I can do to combat racism, bias, and hate? What is our moving forward? Well, I pledge to you that St. Louis University will continue to be bold, innovative, and determined through our centers, especially our Center for Social Action, our units, our research, and our mission to raise up those who have been historically marginalized by systems of oppression and exclusion. I have asked Dr. Chris Tenson, Associate Professor of History and Chair of the African American Studies Department at St. Louis University, to help frame this time where we are in and any other remarks he may have. So Dr. Tenson, can you come up and join me on the stage?
Absolutely required and possible. Like him, we believe change is necessary, and it is possible. Change becomes possible when we work in community. Change becomes possible when we put love for justice into action in our organizations, in our institutions, in our civic life. Dr. King believed that when we are inspired by love, we have the potential to create a truly just society, a beloved community in which all people can thrive. When Dr. King spoke on our campus on October 12, 1964, he said what many of us might be thinking right now. We have come a long, long way, he said. And then he added, but we have a long, long way to go before this problem is solved. We do have a long way to go. We have a long way to go at St. Louis University, in the city of St. Louis, in this nation, and in the world. We have the gift, however, of Dr. King's hope and Dr. King's vision. Hope is with us in this room today. That is why we gather. Hope motivates us to work together as a university, with and for the St. Louis community.
To a movement. When did the idea to create the foundation and become such a prolific activist first into your mind?
It was never first in my mind. It was never first because what we wanted to do was just get justice for Trayvon. And then as things continue to occur here in this country, we noticed it wasn't just about Trayvon. It's about all the other young people. Tamar Rice and Eric Garner and Michael Brown and Oscar Grant, like one after another one. Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor. It's about all of them. It's not just about Trayvon. Although Trayvon is one of the ones that made a lot of people wake up, and it reunited a nation to stick together and come together in unity and force us to look at the evils of this world. Because there's no explanation, there's no reason why a 28-year-old man should be following a 17-year-old kid for whatever reason.
I feel so lost, 'cause I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now what if I choose the wrong thing to do?
everyone to go there to see some of the things that we're doing. It's TrayvonMartinFoundation.org. And we reach out to families. We tell people about the importance of awareness with gun violence and how it affects not only the person that's being shot or the person that does the shooting, but it affects a whole community. It affects a whole family. And so we just want to make sure that that people are aware of what's going on about it and how dangerous guns are. We reach out to our young people to make sure our young people understand this as well. We also have Circle of Mothers, we have Circle of Fathers, we have a back to school event, we have youth events, we have several things that I'm probably not saying all of them, but it's on the website. But we just want to make sure that we're doing our part in this community, in this society, in this world.
I imagine it's comfort to have at least some sort of legacy for Trayvon in this sport, isn't it?
Absolutely it is, because when Trayvon was first shot and killed, it felt like he had no voice and that his life didn't matter. And so it was important for me to speak up and his father to speak up and for us to create the foundation to let his legacy live on, to let people know that his life did matter and other young people's life, they matter. It's important.
You agree? Is there anything you want to add? I don't know any questions.
No, just make sure you include the foundation.
Okay. Very good.
One question here in the back.
Okay, you know, they say with the black people just marching when stuff happens like this, what can the whole community do to be more engagement in making a change from no police brutality and other?
But one of the things that I talked about was making sure that we're consistent. You know, you just can't see something that's happening or hear something on the news and complain about it to your friends. You have to participate and get involved in nonprofit organizations. You have to do your part. If we all do a part, just a little bit, you know, we can make a big difference. We can make change in this world. You know, but a lot of times people, you know, they get involved and then they go about their lives. I can't go back with my life because I'm missing a son. So I have to keep going. I have to be passionate about it. I have to be resilient. I can't give up.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll let everybody else kind of get your articles and we'll clear the road.